Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Chloe, I'm otherwise known as Lady Writes, and I'm thrilled that you're joining me for today's video. I hope you're having a lovely day and very excited to see what's in store. If you are new, please do click that subscribe button and ring the bell so that you're alerted to all of my future and upcoming videos. There's a lot more to come, and head over to my Instagram and give me a little follow there too. Today's video is one, guys, that I had not planned on doing today. Obviously it was on my schedule for like a couple of weeks time, but the postman knocked on the door with my Colourpop order and I was like, mid-filming something else, no, that's got to stop, and I've got to jump right into filming this video because I'm so excited for it. And yes, as you've seen from the title, we are unboxing a huge amount of Colourpop. I'm showing you my haul. I mean, it should be hauls because admittedly, this little stash has come across 3 different orders. So I've placed 3 orders over the last 6 or 7 weeks because they've had a couple of special offers on and stuff, and I've been waiting for the last one to come so that I could specifically film this video and show you what I have been Colourpop hauling. If you have never tried Colourpop, A, where have you been? But B, I get a lot of questions when I use their products about like, are they really worth it? Because it's quite a faff to like ship them over to the UK sometimes. But actually, I've used Colourpop for years and they are one brand I am religiously praising, recommending, and just kind of saying if you are spending money on makeup, they're one you should definitely check out. Now, the great thing about their products are that they're really affordable, but also, guys, they're actually really good. Now, I say things are nice, they're good. Colourpop, their pigmentation in their colours is crazy, their payoff is good, like everything just ticks every box. They are a fantastic makeup brand in every way, and that's the reason I keep making multiple orders. Now, if you live in the UK, you can get free shipping over $50 pretty much all year round. Only occasionally is it not on, but you do have to pay customs and like taxes and stuff, so it can be a bit of a ball ache to order, so I get why some people are put off. So what I tend to do is when I see things that I want, I make a list, and then when I notice that there's like a special offer on, or I wait until I've reached that like $50 cap to get the free shipping, and then I make the order, because otherwise it's not really justifiable if you're only ordering a couple of things. But once you get that free shipping, then you only have to worry about like the customs and stuff, so it makes it a lot better. And like roughly I've never paid more than about $20 ish in customs or something, so that's like £13 roughly. So when you think about it like that, like you could send something in the UK that's quite heavy for the same price. So getting a shipment over from the States is kind of worth it. So yes, it's a bit of a faff. You do have to wait a couple of weeks for it to arrive. But if you time it well and save up what you want and make bigger orders less frequently, rather than smaller orders more frequently, that's how I found it more affordable and how I can keep up with my Colourpop habit. So as I said, this is my Colourpop haul for right now. Came in 3 orders, as I said. Now I made one on Black Friday because they had a huge sale and they had like vaults and stuff which were ridiculously good value, like crazy money value. And then we also had one after Christmas, so like a January sales type post-Christmas sale. And then I also made one where I don't actually think there was any discount on it, but I just got it because I'd been thinking about these products and I was like, meh, treat yourself. So the postman arrived with this one this morning, which hasn't even been opened yet. I thought I'd open it with you guys because, to be honest, I can't even remember what I bought. How bad is that? When I roughly started to work this out in my head, I spent over $300 on Colourpop in 6 weeks, which I'm really hoping my husband doesn't find out because he's going to absolutely kill me. But you know, like a lot of these things had huge amounts off. Like the Vault that I got was like ridiculous, like 60% off. Like, I mean, it was a lot of money. So, I mean, it made sense to buy it, right? That's what I'm going to tell him if he finds out. Nobody tell him. So I wanted to show you my Colourpop haul. I'm not going to do any tutorials with these products today because what I want you to do is tell me what you see in this video and basically let me know what you want to see first. I have admittedly already used one palette over on Instagram when I did like a speed tutorial. I will link below if you want to see it. It was for the Coconuts eyeshadow palette, which I've already used. Oh, it's So good, guys. So I'll link below if you want to watch that. But other than that, I want to know, out of this whole lot, what would be like the ones you want to see first. I'm going to do a lot of videos with this stuff because I need to justify buying it. But let me know which ones you think would be the best ones to go for first. Let me know in the comments. So let's dive right in to the haul so you can see what I got. Okay, so first things first, let's go in with the coconut collection, which I saw and was the starting point for me knowing I was going to be making some orders, guys. So we have the Going Coconuts palette, which, I mean, all of these little lovely palettes. Oh, there's a lot of fallout on mine because I've literally used it to put my makeup on for this video. These like buy 9 palettes are really affordable. I think they're usually about $15 each, which is like £12, like really good. And Colourpop eyeshadow palettes and their Lippie Stix, that's pretty much the whole order of what I've ordered because those are my favourites. Their eyeshadow palettes, guys, are some of the best of the best of the best. Like, I love eyeshadow palettes and I have a lot of them, but the pigmentation in a Colourpop palette is by far superior to most other brands. There's a few up there on the same level, but not many. The payoff is great. Their shimmers, their glitters, their mattes, there's nothing powdery about them. They don't clump together. They blend really nicely. So yeah, the first thing I got was the lovely Coconuts palette, which is beautiful for every day. It gives a really nice, like, natural champagne-y tone to the eyes, which you can work really well with. And then obviously I had to match it with this, which is the Call Me On My Shell Phone Super Shock Shadow Trio, which has got 3 different Super Shock shadows, which are basically the ones that have a little bit more glitter and a little bit more shimmer in them. They're just a different formula to the ones that go in the palettes and that are a pressed palette formula. Now, if you look at both of these shades, you can see that they're very neutral. They are like warm tone browns. There's a whole array of like light transition shades, plus you've got your shimmers and your glitters to go there. But the reason I got both was because I thought they're going to complement each other, and these are the sorts of shades I go for every day. School run time, if I'm not wearing a lot of makeup, if I really want to glam my eyes up, these are the sorts of products I reach for time and time again. So I know I will get a lot of use out of this range. There was a whole collection of products in that, and I really wanted to get everything, but you know, I think $300 in 6 weeks is enough. Okay, the next item on my haul was the Smoke Show palette, which again is the same sort of price. These buy 9 palettes I've just checked are actually about $12, not $15 like I thought, which makes them even better. It's like £8.50, £9. And for the pigmentation, it's crazy. This one I know was not to everyone's taste. Now, I saw it and I knew I had to have it. I think it came out slightly before the coconut range, so it was the first thing on my list that I knew I'd have to get. Now I'm going to show you what it's like because, I mean, if the black and grey doesn't give it away, I think you're going to be quite surprised by the inside. Okay, so Smoke Show is a grey, well, it's a grey tone palette really, which is not for everyone, but I need to tell you something, guys. As a cool tone kind of skin person, like my skin has very cool undertones, I love cool tone on my eyes, and greys, like the cool tone browns, that's my kind of shade. And I used to wear grey, white and black all the time. I was never like into like the gothic type stuff. That was never me. I've always been very girly girl, but I used to love that when I was a teenager. That's pretty much all I used to wear on my eyes. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm reliving my teenage dream again, and I knew I had to have it. Now I may not necessarily like use it all the time, but I know when I want to do that kind of eye look, I definitely will use it. And I'm going to have a lot of fun creating like a tutorial or an Instagram video of this palette. You've obviously got some like a white and a couple of light greys, but you've also got shimmers and glitters in there, plus the matte, so a really good variation. But also with that came 2 eyeliners. Now I haven't tried the Colourpop eyeliners before, so I am very intrigued to see what they're like. Now I got them as part of a set, so we have they're both the cream gel liners, which I've heard really good things about. I've got a silvery grey and a black. Now I'm hoping that they're as good as people say, and I hope I can create some really fun eye looks. Like, there's obviously a silver eyeliner, which terrifies me if I'm honest. Like, one thing I want to do this year is experiment with a whole range of colour eyeliners. Like, I know Colourpop have a set of them, and I keep looking at it, and again, it's probably on my next haul, but I just want to have some fun with colour this year, and I'm going to take you guys along for the ride. It may go drastically wrong, but it will be fun to experience on the way. We've obviously got the black, which is traditionally where I go for, but can you imagine the eye looks you can make with these? It's going to be a lot of fun with some really stonking lashes in there too. So I'm very excited to finally be able to play with all of this. They've been in my drawer waiting for this last haul to arrive, and now I've shown it to you, I can get on with playing it, which is like the best thing ever. Okay, and then the last item in that first haul was this, which I'm just trying to find the name of it. This one is called the You Should See Me in a Crown palette. It is $40. So obviously all these things came together in my first order. This, guys, is an individual shadow palette. I mean, Oh, it just looks like swoon worthy, doesn't it? Now, the reason I bought this, again, I have never like done a build your own palette with Colourpop before, even though you can do it on their website now. I didn't build this palette, it does come pre-selected, but they are all individual shadows in a palette. I will show you what I got in my next haul, which will explain this a little bit more. But this year, I want to create my perfect palette because I have a lot of eyeshadows and I want to get a lot better use of my favourite colours and the ones I reach for more often. So I thought actually this was really good value when you look at like how much you'd pay for an individual shadow. I thought I can get a load of different colours, and the majority of these are like your warm tones, the very everyday shades that I use. And I'm hoping that I can use some, or the ones that I like in here, to create my dream everyday palette. So it just made good sense to just buy the whole lot, if I'm honest. That's what I'm telling myself. And we've obviously got kind of like a pop of colour in there. I admittedly probably won't use that purple, but everything else in that palette I will absolutely use. So I may not even take them out. I may just end up using this as my everyday palette, but I do like some cooler tones and some champagne-y tones in there. So there may be a few that I switch out for others and see how I get on. I just thought that with something like this, when I go away, I don't need to then take palettes and palettes and palettes with me. I can just take the shades that I know I'm going to use and want to use. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this. Again, a different like variation on the shadows. Although I have tried a lot of the formulas from Colourpop, I've never had the individual shadows like this anyway. So I'm very excited to try it. And those items were in the first haul that I made. That wasn't the Black Friday. That was pre-Black Friday or after Black Friday. I don't know. But anyway, that was my first haul. Okay, so the second one now is obviously the one where I went a little bit crazy and clearly lost my mind. So I'm hoping that my husband doesn't see this bit especially. Okay, so Black Friday Colourpop, one of the best sales of the year, and they had some vaults this year. Now, when I say vaults, I mean huge gift sets full of products. They had liquid eyeliners, they had like palette, like loads of palettes in one, and the one that I really wanted is one that I've looked at throughout the year. It wasn't in this packaging, I don't think, but it was the huge Lippie Stix, the big box of Lippie Stix. This is what it looks like, guys. There's 48 lipsticks in here and they're all full size. I definitely do not need any more lipsticks ever. But I had looked at the Lippie Stix collection multiple times through the year when there was like little offers and discounts and stuff, and I'd been on the fence for a while. When this came up, I mean, I need to check how much I paid for it. Okay, so I've just checked. It's currently on the website for $99. I paid $69 in the sale, and I think it was like a higher price point before then. So I don't know, 48 lipsticks for $69. That's like just over £1 each or $1 each. Like, really? There was no way I was not going to pick it up in that sale. So I'm very happy that I did, because the Lippie Stix formula is probably my perfect formula. It is creamy, even when they're the matte finished ones. It is creamy, it's got a very rich payoff, and the thing that I like about this selection here, the thing that really sold it for me, was you've got a lot of nudes. You've got like 2 layers of nudes, and they get more pinky as they go, and obviously a pinky nude is literally my go-to lip. This layer here, I would say maybe these two I will definitely use, but these ones here are probably the only ones that I won't use because I don't like bright pinks. It's just not really what I go for. Then we've got a lot of like reds and then deep reds. Again, I wear those kind of colours. So for the whole set, there's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 6 that I won't wear or reach for, and I can give those to friends. Even without them, it was still a fantastic buy. So I'm going to swatch every single one of these on my lips in a video for you, because I just think that'd be kind of fun, and I really want to see what they all look like, and it just gives me the excuse to sit down and play with every single one. So I hope you'll look forward to that. But like I said at the start of the video, let me know what kind of video you want to see first. Do you want to see an eye look with the smoky palette? Do you want to see this lip video? I really do want to know what you guys are interested in, but I love this, and I know that some people would be like, girl, that is crazy, you've just spent $69 on nearly 50 lipsticks, you're never going to use that many. No, I probably can't use that many. Like, that's like a different lipstick, like almost every day for 2 months. Like, I get it, it's a lot and it's excessive, but makeup is my thing and I love it and I am thrilled with this. So no hate if you think it was excessive. This to me is the dream. Okay, I then also bought this palette, which is a collab that Colourpop have done. Let me show you inside. Okay, so this is the Kathleenlights collab palette. It's very pretty, isn't it? I really like it. And it's another one of the like individual shadow palettes, which I'm hoping then between the two, I can create the most perfect palette. But I like this one. Again, there's probably not a lot of use coming out of these two for me, but everything else in there I'm really interested about. Now, looking at them both, okay, so looking at them both like this, you see that there is quite a lot of similarities. Now, some of them I do think are obviously the same. I'm not sure on that, but they look the same. So I may have a couple of duplicates in there, but I think that really there's a lot of difference in there. Like, I'm not entirely sure, where was it? I was just looking at one. Like these two champagne tones here look very, very similar. And there's a couple that look very close, but almost slightly different. So I'm really hoping that I've got like my dream, like nude, neutral, warm tone palette across these two. I'm very excited to play with them. I love Kathleenlights. Her videos are amazing. She's like one of those YouTubers who who I think has just nailed it. She does it so well and she seems so lovely. So I always like it when she collabs with Colourpop, and she's done quite a few now. And usually they're quite colourful, which puts me off a bit because, like I said, I don't do a lot of bright colours. But I was really, really pleased to see that actually the palette that she did this time was not ridiculously in your face. And this again was really great value. I have no sadness about anything that I've bought. You'd think I'd be a bit like, oh, this is a bit much, like I feel a bit guilty. There's nothing that feels guilty within me about anything I have ordered, because I think everything from Colourpop is A, fantastic quality and really affordable. If I was going to buy a palette like this from any other brand, Anastasia Beverly Hills, anyone like that, all the other brands I love, can you imagine how much this would cost? So for like $40, $45, it's well worth doing. Okay, so we are now onto the one that I haven't actually opened. This one was my like Boxing Day sale order, so we are going to open that. And I can remember a couple of the bits, but not all of the bits. But again, I think this was like a $70, $80 order. It was the cheapest of the three, because again, I got free shipping and I think they had like 25% off site-wide. So we'll see what was in this one. Ta-da, that's my haul. So, okay, so very differently, I am trying something new from Colourpop this time, and I ordered some of their lashes. Now, false lashes I absolutely love. I don't have my lash extensions anymore, so I got the falsies. This is the, let me show you, the Honey range. This is from their Gold collection, which was their Christmas collab. Not collab, their Christmas collection. I then also got the Butterfly range, which are the Chica lashes, which look absolutely beautiful. Now, I am needing to stock up on my lashes because I had a massive eye infection over Christmas and I threw away pretty much all of my lashes, all my lash glue, everything. I had to be really ruthless because it took me quite a long time and it was quite a bad infection that actually started with some lash glue that I used before Christmas. So I had to get rid of everything. So I'm restocking my lash selection. Never tried Colourpop lashes, so I'm very excited to see how I get on with them. And I love both these styles. They're very gentle. I don't go for like the killer lashes. I want something semi-natural and slightly glam. So hoping that that will give me the look I want. Now, again, a new one for me from Colourpop is their highlighters. Now, this was one I saw, and again, I'd bought everything I wanted to buy from Colourpop, so I was like, how am I gonna justify another one? And then there had been a video that I know I'm gonna make with one of these products, so I thought, well, I may as well just like stock up and see how we go. But let me show you what this one looks like. It is giving me major Marc Jacobs vibes with this compact. Like, it looks very much like the Marc Jacobs compact, but it is, God, that is beautiful. I mean, it's totally Marc Jacobs, right? But look at that shimmer. That is absolutely flipping gorgeous. Now, that is a bit of a strong highlight for me. It's very gold and I have very pale skin, so I know I'm going to need to be careful when I use it. But I think the set, because I also got this with it, which is the most beautiful brush, together, full price was $18, I think, and I got it for less than that. I want to say $18 or $21 anyway. And obviously I got it for quite a lot off. Does that smell? It actually smells really nice. I'm not sure if it's supposed to, but it's called Champagne Bubbles. It's the pressed illuminator and it smells really nice, and I'm assuming it's supposed to. Smells gorgeous, actually. So I'm very excited to try this. And what a fab dupe for Marc Jacobs, guys. Okay, a new formula of eyeshadow that I have not yet tried from Colourpop is their Jelly Much Shadow. Now, this is exactly as it sounds. It's a jelly eyeshadow. Now, I got the Villains range one because I just like it. As you've heard me say before, guys, champagne tones are my thing, and that's where I live religiously in the day. And this is the Pretty Wretched 1912 shadow. Let me see if I can take the lid off so you can see. Oh my God. Yeah, I have no words. Anything champagne tone, anything that gives my lids a little bit of dimension. So shimmery, metallic, glittery finishes are very much my favorite type of thing right now. I think I saw a swatch that somebody did in a tutorial, and that's what made me want to buy it. So that was like $5, $6, super affordable on its own. Okay, now the reason for the actual haul, this one, was this. So, you know how I said I want to actually start having some fun with some colours this year? This was my motivation. This is the palette that I've seen, and I was like, oh, I love it, but I'm not sure I'd wear it. And that is my honest opinion. But then I thought, do you know what? Actually, this is going to incentivize me to actually wear it by doing a video to showcase how you can create a great everyday purple eye look, which may not be like what you think of as a go-to, but this palette is flipping beautiful. This is the Bye Bye Birdie palette. It's very pink toned. It's got a lot of purple in there. It's very colourful, but without being too much. So I thought this was a great place for me to start. I'm going to do a whole tutorial on creating a great purpley smoky eye that you can wear for every day, because I think a lot of us, when we don't play with colour, we think, oh, colour, scary, and at worst would wear it on a night out. I want to up the ante this year, and I want to play around with it with you guys, and this I just thought was a perfect excuse. So this palette was the whole excuse for making my third order. I can't wait to try it. So I obviously got some lashes to go with it. They're not the ones that came with the collection, but I did get some other bits and pieces to go with it. There was like a matching set of products that I could pick from, so I went with this is called Winger Takes All, and it's a liquid lip duo. Again, my perfect sort of shades there. Now, there's an ultra glossy lip and an ultra blotted lip. I'm going to be honest, ultra blotted lips are not a formula I've got on with from Colourpop, because to me, they're really hard to explain. It's like a blotted lip colour, yes, but it's not strong enough, because you can still see your natural lip colour through it while giving it a bit of like a pastely chalky texture. So I've not really got on that well with them before, but I'm going to give them another go. And the fact that it comes with a matching glossy lip I thought would be great, and obviously I'll use them for the tutorial and hopefully pull a whole look together that way. To top the tutorial off, I actually got a cream gel liner which is perfectly matching. It is like the perfect nude tone purple, which is going to line the eyes perfectly with that palette, and I can't wait to try it. Honestly, I have never been more excited to play around with an eyeshadow palette than I am with this. Now, I love all of the things I've got, but this one, the colourful one, is the one I'm most excited about, which shows I think I'm ready to take it to the next level with my tutorials and go for some colour. So guys, there we have it. That is over $300 worth of Colourpop in my haul. I'm a happy girl. I am happy with all of my goodies, and I can now play. This is like Christmas for me now. I saved my birthday money for these orders. I wasn't willy-nilly. I know it's a lot of money, guys, but you know what? $300 getting you that much from any other premium brand, how much would you get? Not this much. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. Obviously, the whole purpose of doing this video was so that you can see what I've got and you can tell me what you want to see next. Do you want to see the Bye Bye Birdie, like the purple eye tutorial? Do you want to see the video swatching all of the Lippie Stix? Do you want to see a tutorial with one of the palettes? Do you want the coconut one? Like, what do you want? Please do let me know in the comments what sort of video you want to see next and which products you want to see swatched, tutorialed, whatever it is. Do let me know, because basically that's what I'm going to be doing next. My preference, I think, would be maybe to do the Lippie Stix one and the Birdie one first and then move on to a smoky, but I'm all about going where you guys want me to take you, so do let me know, drop me a comment with your thoughts. And also, guys, let me know your thoughts overall on Colourpop. Do you love their brand as much as I do? Because I am, as you can tell, obsessed. Have you ever tried them, or have you always been on the fence? Like, has this piqued your curiosity? I would love to hear any and all Colourpop thoughts in the comments below. What I'm going to do is link in my description box all of these products that I've bought, where you can pick them up for yourself if you are wanting to make a cheeky little haul. Trust me, you deserve it, and you're gonna love them. I have spoken to several people recently who have made orders for the first time off the back of my recommendations. In fact, I only had a message this morning from one girl who was like, my Colourpop order is here, the stuff is crazy good, thank you so much. And that is pretty much the response I get from anyone who makes a Colourpop order after hearing how much I rave about them. I have yet to hear anyone say a bad word about them, so that in itself should tell you something. So guys, if you have enjoyed today's haul, which I hope you have because I really have, do hope that you'll stick around, click the subscribe button and ring the bell for all of my future and upcoming videos, especially with all of these Colourpop stuff coming to my channel soon, so make sure you have subscribed so that you don't miss any of them when they hit the channel. Also head over to my Instagram and give me a little follow there too, because probably when I do that competition that's going to have quite a lot of other brands in it, including the Colourpop stuff, it will be most likely on my Instagram, so don't miss out and make sure you're following me there too. I guess all that I can do now is go and sit in my little makeup heaven and enjoy every single one of my products, because I'm a really happy girl now. I'm in heaven. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. See you very soon for the next one. Bye.